Hello fellow brawlers, I'm KairosTime and it is time to brawl. Today we're going to be covering Android and global release status update, as well as a possible when the next update coming and a possible what is coming in the update. Hope you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Quick disclaimer, I did not go to Finland for the Brawl Talk that is coming up here very soon, and all the information that I have is exact same that has been given out to the general public. But that being said, I have been playing Supercell games for almost or over 5 years now, and I've got a pretty good understanding of how they like to do updates. So I'm going to give you guys everything that we know and what I think is going to be coming in the future update coming here very soon. Brawl Stars posted on Reddit at 2 p.m. Kairos time. They said, hey guys, we will hopefully be releasing Brawl Talk next week, and the update will follow shortly after. We found a few bugs while testing. We weren't comfortable moving forward without fixing them. We'll continue to test early next week, and then, depending on whether or not we find any other problems, we'll move forward with the update. Also, just to manage expectations, this update will not be coming with global release or an Android release. Our main focus on this update is improving the core aspect of the game. We'll have more information on that on the Brawl Talk next week. See you then. Update not coming with global release or an Android release. I feel like I have to cry or something for all of you guys that are watching this hoping that Android's coming out. Like, I feel bad for you, I really do, because the game is so fun and you guys have been waiting so long, and some of you have been very patient. And some of you have not been very patient, and I don't blame you. I wasn't very patient. I went and bought an iPad because I couldn't freaking wait until the game came out. So I don't blame you guys, and I feel really bad for you. But hopefully this next update will bring us one step closer for the game to actually be able to go release and be released on Android so you guys can play it. So now let's talk about when the update is coming. I'll give you my best speculation on that as well. So they said we'll continue to test early next week, and then we'll move forward with the update. The week starts on Monday, right? I think it's on Monday. Okay, yeah, just Googled it. In Finland, the week starts on Monday. Okay, so Monday's when they're gonna be doing their bug testing to figure out whatever the issue was. Now, Finland is 10 hours ahead of Kairos time, that's Pacific time. If the bugs are easy to fix, my best guess is we're going to be seeing a Brawl Talk at the end of their workday on Monday or sometime on Tuesday. So end of their workday on Monday is like, what, like 10-ish Kairos time? You like how I did that? Kairos time, right? They said they would hopefully release Brawl Talk next week, and so there's a chance it could be the following week. So now if I were to take all that information, put it all together, and come out with my best guess, I would say that my best guess is that Wednesday is when we're going to be having a Brawl Talk. Soonest would be on Tuesday, and then with an update on Thursday the 8th or Monday the 12th. I've rarely seen a Supercell game get updated on a Friday, and I've seen it happen on Mondays, and I've seen it happen on Thursdays. Those are my best two guesses. Thursday the 8th or Monday the 12th. Update hype. What? Now we talked about when I think the update's going to be coming. Let's talk about what I think is coming in this update. Okay, so here's what Brawl Stars gave us. They said our main focus for this update is improving the core game experience. Core game experience, that's a very important key phrase. Okay, so when I think of a game's core experience, I think of 3 different aspects. Okay, first of all, a social aspect. That's like, so interacting with other players, other bands, friends. Second aspect I think of is progression. It's actual account progression, how your account levels up. In Brawl Stars, that's pins, badges, star powers, etc. And then actual gameplay is the third core experience that I think about. That's the action, that's the strategy, that's what got you into Brawl Stars in the first place, or is hopefully bringing you to Brawl Stars once it comes out on Android. Before the last update for Brawl Stars, the aspect that really needed an overhaul was progression on that side of the core gaming experience. With their last update, they did a total remake of the progression system, and with the exception of the 15 token drop that everybody talks about, the community has responded very positively to this change. And personally, I've been a huge fan of it. I'm still progressing through my account is not maxed out yet, and I've loved the progression system, so I'm really excited about that. So because of that, I don't think that this update is going to have any major progression changes to it. That means that the other 2 major aspects of the core gaming experience experience is the social aspect and the actual gameplay aspect. So let's talk about what is missing from the social aspect of Brawl Stars and the actual gameplay of aspect, starting off with that social aspect. So what's currently missing? First of all, better communication within bands. Band mail, come on. We've been asking for band mail for a long time. Any leader and any co-leader or anybody that's tried to organize a band has realized that the communication system in Brawl Stars is just extremely lacking. We need a way to communicate with other people other than a third-party app. It's just, it's a little ridiculous that a lot of Brawl Stars bands have been forced to use the third-party app. It should be right into the game. That's my first opinion. Another thing, I don't think that this is coming, but I would really love to see a way to direct message other brawlers in your band, other people in your band, without having to do that third-party app as well. Next thing is going to be a friends list, okay? This is definitely missing. We do have a friends list for Brawl Stars if you connect your Facebook to your account and then you have friends through Facebook. You can go on there and you can be like, oh hey, look, I'm doing better than all my friends, or oh, that guy, he's pushing, I better catch up, right? You can do that, but there's very little else to the friends list. I would love an actual friends list where you can actually, when you play a match with a random, if they're like really good, you're like, dude, I want to play with this guy again. Boom, add friend, and if he does the same, then you guys like, oh, boom, we're friends. Now, what you can do is you can go ahead and invite them to game rooms. Or what would be really cool is not just advertise to your band, but also advertise to your friends list. So that any of your friends that are online can look at their friends list and be like, oh, who's playing right now? Oh, yeah, dude, KairosTime, he's playing. I want to go play with KairosTime. It would be super cool if you guys could do that with me. I'm like, hey, let's play with some fans, right? And just like hit that advertise. You guys are like, oh, KairosTime, let's go and play Kairos. I would love that. That would be so much fun. And I would love to do something like that. And I know that that would be a great addition for people to be able to find other brawlers that are equally skilled that you want to play with, right? It'd be a blast. I'd love that. The third thing that I think of when it comes to the social aspect that a lot of people ask for is a global chat. I do not think that global chat is going to be coming to the game, okay? People have been asking for this for Clash Royale for a very long time and nothing has happened. They've been asking for a long time. I'm assuming that this means that Supercell isn't 100% satisfied with how the global chat is working in Clash of Clans. Obviously, they're not going to be taking it out of Clash of Clans, but they haven't implemented it to Clash Royale, so I'd be surprised if they had implemented it into Brawl Stars. Okay, now let's talk about Brawl Stars gameplay. What is missing in the Brawl Stars gameplay? Okay, so the number one thing that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I really hope that this is coming, is an effective way for you to communicate with other players without actually having to talk over voice, okay? So the easiest and most simple way to do this would be to do some sort of ping system, where you can ping enemy brawl or team-friendly brawlers to warn them of dangers over here, like don't go over here, like there's a bull hiding in the bush, or Shelly, or whatever. Or a signal be like, dude, you're pushing way too far, go back, go back. Or like, hey, dude, I need some assistance, can somebody come and help me? Like those three pings, just three pings, right? Warning, come here, fall back. Those would be great. I would love those. That would be fantastic. Sometimes you guys could be totally rocking a match and then your guy falls off and dies because nobody could tell him that there was a Shelly in the bush, and he's just like, no, 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 there's a bush, and then poof, like super right in the face. It'd be awful. Yeah, I would love that. Also, I'd love some sort of an ability to see a teammate's health and see where they are on the map if they're off screen, okay? So the easiest way that I can think of this as being done is little side bubbles on the side of the, when you have a teammate that is off the map, they have a little side bubble that just shows their picture, maybe with like a little health circle or something like that. Kind of like how and then also showing the direction that brawler is in, kind of like how the ball is shown in Brawl Ball, right? I would love to be able to see that just for your teammates that are off screen. Like, if you could see that, I could very greatly know, okay, so-and-so is like almost dead, or like if he is dead and I forgot that he died or I wasn't paying attention because there was a Shelly coming out of the bush and shooting in my face, then I could see, oh, he's dead. I need to be aware of the bull that's coming inside of this bush that's probably about to shoot me in the face. Now there's one other core aspect of the game that I think needs to be a little bit reworked out when it comes to actual gameplay, and that is the unfairness that is between iPhone players and iPad players, okay? So iPhone players can actually see more longitudinally, meaning that long-range brawlers like Piper actually have an advantage than another Piper that's playing on an iPad. Now, on the flip side of things, iPad players actually can see more horizontally, Okay, so that means that brawlers that like to flank in from the side like a bull or a Shelly in the bush coming to blast off your face can see a little bit more distance, and so they're able to come in and have an unfair advantage. I think this could be kind of fixed by removing the tiles where the different devices have some sort of an unfair advantage and replacing it with some type of a scoreboard or a section that will show different brawlers, possibly with their health or their direction in comparison to where you're at. Something like that, that just needs to level out the playing field between the two different devices. So those are the two other aspects that I think they're probably working on. Now let's talk about other things that are frequently mentioned. Okay, more maps. I'd like to guess that they're going to be coming out with like at least one more map. More brawlers. My best guess is they'd probably come out with at least one new brawler. More game modes. Since they just added Robo Rumble and Boss Fight, I'd be really surprised if they added another game mode right now. That's probably going to be coming on a little bit later. Adding gems into boxes, I'd be really shocked if they added gems into boxes. I don't think that's coming. Spectating. They said that they were working on this in the last AMA back in December. The Ask Me Anything on Reddit. And so I'd actually be really surprised if they didn't come out with it. I would love to see this. This is a very important feature for competitive esports to actually start happening in Brawl Stars. An end game ranking system. Okay, a lot of people mention this. I would love this, but the end game matchmaking pool is it's too small right now for that. It's just too small. I don't think that that's going to be something that's going to be coming out until the game is actual global. Brawler voices. They did this last update, so I think that they'll add one or two more brawler voices. I would love to see all of them because that means that we're getting one step closer to global. Brawler skins. They haven't really added any since the beginning of the game, so I'd be surprised if they had added brawler skins this time. Balance changes. I would be shocked if they did not do balance changes. Here's what I think they're going to do, okay? A Pam buff. I think they're going to do a Pam buff. A Mortis nerf. I don't think they're going to do a Mortis nerf. I think that he's actually pretty okay right now. I'm about to get like people like saying, you don't know what you're talking about, Mortis needs a buff. Or people saying, he needs a nerf. Like, yeah, I know. He's just all over the place. I'm going to let Supercell deal with that. I think that they're going to do some type of a cult buff. I don't think that they're going to nerf Crow. Don't think so. We'll see. A Piper buff, if anything, I would see a slight buff and a slight nerf. A little bit of a rework with Piper. A Poco nerf. I think that they're probably going to leave Poco alone, and buffing Pam is going to make her kind of on equal playing field with Poco, so that Poco is not the obvious center choice along with Jesse. Rico, nerf or buff, I think he's probably going to be left alone, and Jessie, she might have her star power toned down a little bit. That's my best guess there. So let me know which of these changes into Brawl Stars you want most coming up on the upcoming update. Make sure you like the comments that you like the most, and then I will make sure to respond to the comments that are most liked by you guys, my community. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought about it. For now, this is KairosTime ticking by, and we will see you in the arena and hopefully in the new update.